Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I am going to be reviewing the Color Story Boss Babe Makeup Collection palette. Looks like that. I got this at the store 5 and Below, and we're going to open it up and see what's inside. I love the name. And I just love the fact that it comes with a mirror. I mean, how cool is that? I love it when eyeshadow palettes come with mirrors. I just think that's the greatest thing. I'm going to read off all the names to you, and then show you the colors as well. Woo! We have Hope, CEO, love that, Power Hungry, Passion, Boss, Slay, and then we have 9 to 5, Risk Taker, Queen, Rebel, Courage, and Hustle. And now the thing you may have noticed, I didn't read off these because this is a highlight, this is a brush, and this is a bronzer. It says 0 on the back. Yep, bronzer. How cool is that for like $5? So yeah, you got your Confidence, which is the bronzer. Score, which is a blush, and then Spotlight, which is a highlighter. We're gonna be using those today as well. So yeah, not bad for $5. I really don't know what kind of look I'm going for today. I'm just gonna wing it, and we're gonna use a lot of it in this palette today. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, if you guys could just, I don't know how this YouTube stuff works. I'm still learning. Subscribe with the little bell. I think it's over here somewhere. Anyway, subscribe, like, follow, comment, share, do all that fun stuff if you're interested. I would really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So yeah. But yeah, as far as my YouTube followers, subscribers go, I guess, click on the bell and just follow me, I guess. Subscribe to me. I think that's how that works if you're interested. Today, for a face primer, I'm going to be using e.l.f. Blemish Control face primer. And for that, you just, with my big sponge here, I call him Dirty Harry. He's clean, he just has stains on him, and so that's why I call him Dirty Harry. But I also like showing you guys stuff that you can actually go out. That was my cat opening the door. Go out and getting yourself without having to worry about like going on websites and stuff. Unless that's your thing too. I'm not dissing anything about websites. I think that's cool too. But I like it just to be able to go to the store and like seeing what I'm getting. But that's just me. I do order stuff online too sometimes, but I'm just saying I like showing you guys like easy accessible stuff. And then face primer, what that pretty much does is just primes your face for makeup. I believe it kind of creates like a barrier between your actual face and then the makeup. And then I have the blemish control, as you guys just seen, so that just helps with blemishes as well. And then next, what we are going to do, after you rub that all in, is we're going to go, I use this as a foundation, by the way, and it's one of my favorite products ever. It's really, really one of my go-to products. Is Maybelline's New York Dream BB Pure 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Clearing Perfector. But yeah, like I said, you just shake it up first, and I use this as foundation just because, and I'll read the benefits off to you in a second, because, I don't know, I mean, I guess I'm just not really a foundation type girl. I'll use it sometimes, but not all the time. That should be enough shaking. So the benefits to this is, clears acne, conceals imperfections, minimizes look of pores, reduces appearance of redness, adjusts the skin tone, hydrates and smooths, matinees and clarifies, and 0% oils for a lightweight feel. I can literally wear this and my husband can't tell that I'm wearing anything, and that's how cool it is. I believe I got this in the shade medium sheer tint. And honestly, I am so like fair skinned anyway. The medium sheer tint works for me, and I actually picked that up by accident because I thought it was the lighter shade, but the medium shade ended up working well because it adjusts to your skin tone so well. And also, you want to pull everything down. You don't want your neck and face to be two different colors. But I think we're going to do like the whole shebang today. Full face as they call it. The only thing with me, and this is just me, I don't mess with my brows at all, just because I think they're fine the way they are. They're dark anyway. And then another thing, too, is I don't mess around with eyeliner, because I can't do it right. And I'm still practicing with that before I actually come on here and show you guys, because I want to be able to do it right. But anyway, I can't put on eyeliner to save my life. And like I said, you want to use some and just pull it down. Just because your neck and face will be two different colors and you do not want that. And then you actually do not need too much for your neck at all. But I do buy a lot of my stuff from like Five and Below, Kohl's, Walmart, Target. I've heard Marshall's has pretty cool makeup, so I'm thinking about trying them out sometime. Let me know, or Ultra's and other stores. Sephora is so-so for me. That's just because that one time I was in there, I didn't particularly find anything that day. But, you know, that always changes too. You go back in the next day and find something I like, so. But anyway, you guys have any stores you like to shop at for makeup, feel free to let me know. Putting that in. Alright, I think we are good to go on that. Now I'm going to go ahead with just a little bit of concealer for underneath the eyes. I don't usually use too much concealer anyway, but I figured for this video I'll just show you guys. I use e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in the shade Light, just because I'm so fair-skinned, like I was saying earlier. And I use just the tiniest bit. And mainly just underneath my eyes like so, and you just do that. I've seen people put on concealer many different ways. I've heard you're actually supposed to make a triangle underneath your eyes, like an upside down one. Like I said, I just kind of wing it with everything, so. But then, whenever you're using something underneath your eyes, like, concealer, lotion, anything like that, you always want to dab or pat with your fingertips, your eyes, not too hard. You never want to pull because it causes like little lines and like stretch marks in your eyes. So you always want to pat it or dab it. I just got something out of my eye. That was gross. Guys, you have no idea, before this video started, I was trying to pull this little piece of hair back with bobby pins, and it is just wanting to rebel today. Let me tell you what. But, yeah, you just want to pat a little bit. I've seen people use, concealer, like, right underneath their eyes here, and then, like, a little bit here, and then a little bit here. I'm just doing it underneath the eyes today. You can do, honestly, whatever you want with it. And I'm just going to use my mirror real quick just to make sure I got that all patted out nicely. And I do not. Like I said, I'm going to make mistakes along the way. I'm not an expert. I am not a professional. I am going to use this and just dab that a little bit better. Obviously, you're not going to pull. You're going to dab or pat. I got all the animals wanting to come in and visit me today. See how that foundation blended in with my skin tone really well? I don't know. I mean, I call it a foundation. I just like it so much that I use it as a foundation. Alright, it's looking better. I am going to take a Q-tip here and just kind of clean it around the eye just a little bit. Carefully not to pull. I'm just cleaning up just a little bit that I had there, and I think that's good. And like I said, we're going to do like a full-ish face today. So let's go ahead with our Boss Babe palette, and let's bronze first. Like I said, I've seen people use bronzer many different ways. Well, we're just going to wing it. And then I like using for that my e.l.f. Ultimate blending brush. And we're just going to go in with a little bit of Confidence here is what it's called. And it's actually a really, really light shade, so that's nice. Because I don't want to go too extreme on my face besides with my eyes today. And maybe the blush too, because that blush is a little extreme. But that's okay. And then you just want to... this hair. It's almost like I'm not wearing anything. It's almost my skin tone, but that's okay. I'm going to get full use out of this palette. And just go like that. And I'll swatch that for you guys here. Ah, that is like almost my skin tone color. I'm not sure how well you guys can even see that. That's alright. That is just fine. It'd probably be really pretty for your eyes though. Also, I like to say too, when in doubt, blend it out. Can't go wrong with a blending brush. I highly recommend you have a blending brush or blending brush, excuse me, in your collection. I mean, you can kind of tell it's there, just not too much. But yeah, when in doubt, blend it out. And that's okay. That is just fine. But that is the highlight, or the bronzing, gosh, excuse me, the bronzer. Guys, I normally would go a little bit darker, but for those of you that don't want to go too crazy, I do recommend this color. Whoop, this color. But now we are gonna contour here real quick, and then I will go back to this palette. We are not done yet. For contouring, I've once again seen this done in many ways, but I am using my Wet n Wild dull-ended contour stick. One side is a contour and the other side is a highlighter, but we're going to be using this side today, and I'll show that to you. And for contour, it's just kind of making your face like a little bit dark and like framing it. And for that, you want to go down like so and then stop. And then you're going to do a little fishy face. I promise you it's worth it. Kind of like that little light in the darkness, or darkness in the light here. Just like that. Dog's trying to get out. Oh, excuse me guys, I'll let them out real quick. Sorry about that, guys. And then what I am going to do is just maybe do a little bit of contouring on my chin. Just to add a little, whoops, wrong way, just to add a little bit of darkness there. So it's just going to look like that. It looks funny, but I promise you it's going to look good. And then we're going to go back in with our e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush once again, because when in doubt, blend it out. And you're just going to rub back and forth. Get that nice and blended in. Contouring just kind of frames your face pretty much, as I said earlier. I know you make little faces doing it, but it's gonna work out. Alright, so it looks like that, and excuse me, let me just fix this real quick, because my hair is just doing its own thing today. There we go. Like I said, guys, this is also a review of the palette, and I mean, so far with the bronzer, I mean, I like my bronzer personally just a little bit darker than what it's shown, but I think for some of those of you out there that have a little bit darker skin, maybe that would be nice. It's not bad, it's just you can barely see it on me. But that's okay too, some people don't really like showing too much bronzer anyway. I'm just one that likes it a little bit darker. So there's that. Make sure you got that all blended nicely. And then, of course, you can't have a little darkness, or within the darkness, there's always the light. We are going to be adding the highlighter from this palette. And we'll see how much luck we have with that. Hopefully, good luck. And then there's the highlighter, once again. I don't like to go too crazy with highlighter myself. Just something a little bit brightening, and for that I am going to be using my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. It sounds weird, but I just use it as a highlighting brush as well, just because it's not too big, and it gets what I want done. So we're going to go in here. And then I'm going to use my little mirror here. I'm going to go just a little bit here. Ooh! Okay. So, I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but there's that right here. And there's that on that side, and we are definitely going to blend this out, don't worry. I like putting a little bit right here. Right here. And then I also like doing it on my nose as well. And then we're just going to go a little bit here. And then a little bit here. So it's going to look like so. And then we're going to go back in with our Ultimate Blending Brush and blend that out. Very lightly underneath the eye. Like that. Just so that way there's a little something there. Because you don't want to pull underneath your eye, of course. Yeah, that's what she looks like. I like the highlighter in this. I really do. Just look at my other mirror here real quick. Ooh, there's that sun coming in. Alright, so there's that. And now for our blush. And for that, I am going to be using my Real Techniques blush brush. And the name of that highlight, by the way, was Spotlight. And our blush's name is Score. And then I'll just show it to you guys again. It's that color. Let's swatch it for you real quick. Alright, so I think if I just go really, I'm not sure how well you guys can even see that. Looks like that. Not very bright, but that's okay. I think if I just go in super light with this, I think it's going to look good. Yeah, and for blush, I'll just a little bit of color here on the cheeks. You don't terribly go too crazy with blush. So there's that. And then once again, we are going to go in with our e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush and just blend that out ever so slightly, because I like doing that with my blush just because, I don't know, once again, I'm so fair-skinned that I feel like if I go too hard on it, my cheeks look flushed and then they look like I'm sick, so I tend to go light on the blush if I even wear blush at all, but I wanted to try out this, like, whole palette for you guys. Alright, so there's that. Oops, actually, I'm going to leave that there. And now we get to go in with, as soon as I fix this, there, hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. Now we're going to go in with our eyeshadow, and I've been waiting for this. But first, before I forget, and I almost did, we are going to go in with our mascara, and I like to use Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous Bold Color Mascara. Of course, I went safe with the color mascara because this was my first color mascara experience, and I went with Jet Black. There's that. But I like this, but the only bad thing about it is it takes a little bit of dry time. So there's that downside, otherwise it gets on your lower lid here and your upper lid here. Good mascara, just the dry time on it's a little, I just want to be honest with you guys. There's that. Are you really putting on mascara if you don't make funny faces? So there's that. Here and here. And I know I have a little dot here that I'm going to fix real quick. Yeah, see what I mean by a little bit of dry time is definitely needed for this. And while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to go ahead and put on my eye tape. This is also from e.l.f. It's Line and Divine eye tape. It helps create a border for your eyeshadow. That way you don't go too crazy like I tend to do sometimes with it. I really love this stuff. You could also use band-aids or regular tape if you want. That's what those look like, and then you just peel them off. Like so. By the way, this isn't sponsored or anything. I'm just doing this for the fun of it. I'm not selling anything, obviously. I'm just doing this for fun. Alright, it looks silly, but I promise it works. And the always fun part is you're trying to put this back in its little packaging. It's kind of a pain. Good stuff, just kind of a pain in the butt because it never wants to go back in. The dogs are just opening and closing the door. The cat's just opening and closing the door. It's just this whole thing today. I don't have that door shut all the way either, so that's probably why. Alright, now, before I also forget, let's go in with our e.l.f. eye primer. And this is a sheer tint, so you're not going to see it. But this is eye primer. As we get older, we get little creases inside our eyelids, and this just helps the eyeshadow, excuse me, get in there, stay in those little creases, stays on longer. In my opinion, I think it looks better with it on. But I do recommend you get yourself some eye primer. So it does come out where you can actually see it a little bit, but once you rub it in, you won't be able to tell too much. And then what I do with this is I just take my two index fingers and I just like so. Come on, work with me. Alright. Now for my favorite part. I've been debating on what colors in my head to use this whole video, and I'm kind of liking Queen, Risk Taker, or CEO. You know what? Let's go on with CEO, and then maybe like a boss over top. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still thinking. I think we're gonna go with. Let's do CEO. So CEO is this color right here. If you guys couldn't tell, sometimes I can be indecisive. Just do a little bit. I'm also going in with my e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. And then we're going to use our little mirror that it comes with, which I love so much. I totally dislike it when it doesn't come with a mirror, or they don't come with brushes. Or even one brush for that matter. But this has a little mirror, so that's nice. Alright, so this is what it's looking like so far. So there's that. I think we'll just go with a little bit more for this eye and be done with that. It's actually really light, surprisingly. not a bad color though. We'll go ahead and do our other eye. Tape, don't fail me now. Teach, I'm almost done. So there's the other eye. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull my tape off. Ta-da! I really like that. The tape is just amazing. I think what I am going to do is go in underneath the eye with the same color, but for that I am going to be using my angled eyeliner from Moda, M-O-D-A, Moida brush. I hope I'm saying that right. And just a little bit. Just for a little something poppy underneath the eyes, I guess. There's that. Alright, so just for a little pop underneath the eye, I went with that. And let me, while we're thinking about it, I am just going to swatch some of these colors for you guys, because I'm obviously not using them all today, but I do want you guys to see some of the colors on the palette. So let's go with Hope here. Alright, so there's Hope. It's really light. And then I already showed you CEO. Let's do Power Hungry. And then this one right here is Power Hungry. These are really light shades for being dark. Darker colors are really light. This one is Passion. Ooh, Passion. There is not much to it. It is pretty though. I could see you guys like using it for like your upper eye though. Like I said, Passion's really light, but she is right here. Boss. I like this eyeshadow palette. The only thing is these colors are not showing up too well. But there's Boss, if you can see her right here. This one is Slay. And then Slay's right here. And then the last color I'll just show you guys is Queen. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Ooh! Okay. Alright. So yes, you are definitely going to be able to see Queen, which is right here. So it does have some darkers and it does have some lighters. If you're really going for a natural look, I highly suggest you do this side of the palette, but if you want a little bit darker look, I highly go with this side. That's just my opinion. But anyway, it is a nice palette though. I do like it. For Color Story, I guess that's who made this. I mean, for $5, you guys get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 eyeshadows. You get 1 bronzer, 1 highlighter, and then 1 blush. I don't think that's too bad at all, personally, for all that, just for $5. So yes, I do recommend this palette. And then last but not least, let's go off with our natural nude look today. It's CoverGirl Melting Pout Matinee in the color Champagne Showers. There we go. Couldn't find it there for a minute. And I mean, I like the eyeshadow palette because you get your lights, you get your darks. So if you're a more natural type girl, you can go with that side. If you're more into darker colors, you can go with the other side. I do recommend it. Make sure my mirror here looks okay. Yes. Cool. Ooh, a little bit of cleanup as I run into stuff here. Just do a little cleanup real quick. I use the Q-tip trick, and you just do this. So yeah. And then the final thing is our setting spray. This setting spray pretty much just helps your makeup stay in place and doesn't run. Because, I mean, you just got done with all this work. You don't want to ruin it by touching your face accidentally. So we are going to be using Maybelline New York Lasting Fix. It's a makeup setting spray up to 16-hour wear matinee finish. Yeah, this stuff's awesome. Just give it a little shake. And I've seen a ton of people, they go clockwise. I've seen the X and the cross. I do it all, man. I mean, I wanted this to stay a while, so just like that. You don't need to fan your face, but I like to. And that is it for today's look. Thanks for sticking with this hair, like going in my mouth here. Anyway, so this is today's final look. Thank you guys for sticking around with me for this long. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye. Oh, and one more thing before I forget, we were supposed to share what we're thankful for every video I do in November. I am thankful for my animals. I got 3 dogs and a cat, and I am thankful for each and every one of them. They bring me so much joy in my life, and I love them so much. They're like children to me. And yeah, so anyway, let me hear what you guys are thankful for in the comments below, and I will see you guys later with the next video. Bye.